Well, let's now bring you this developing story. We are monitoring where the world boxing champion Anthony Joshua is recuperating in hospital following a road accident that occurred along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway on Monday. Two passengers who lost their lives in the incident were identified as Ayodele Kelvin Olu, who is 36-year-old. He is a Nigerian-British citizen. Also, Gami Shina, who is also 36 and a British citizen. Special advisor to the Ogun State Governor, Kayode Akimade, said Governor Dapo Abiodun has visited the hospital where Joshua was receiving treatment and expressed his condolences to the families of the deceased, and was later joined by the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Both governors remained at the hospital for several hours to oversee the situation and ensure that appropriate medical care was provided. Speaking of the incident, Governor Abiodun said Anthony Joshua remains in a stable condition and is receiving appropriate medical attention. He added that he is satisfied with the quality of care being provided by the medical team. Well, my colleague Mian Akiri has been monitoring this development. He joins me live now. Mian, tell us, where exactly are you, and what are the latest details you can give us about Anthony Joshua, who was involved in a fatal crash on Monday?
Well, Bossa, thank you very much. As I speak to you, developments in the last 30 minutes and one hour thereabouts. Let me say, from the international scene, Joshua's supposed next opponent in the world of boxing, Tyson Fury, has paid tribute to his two teammates who passed in the course of the accident. You talked about Sina Gami and also Ayodele, who passed in the course of that accident. And let me also say that from Ogun State, we understand that the police command is saying that a tire burst in the course of driving was responsible for that accident. You recall that on Monday, like you said, certainly news surfaced online where videos of Anthony Joshua being involved in the fatal crash spread across the world. And TVC News has been on top of this. Well, in the last couple of hours or thereabout, there have been reports that Joshua was within the facility of Duchess International Hospital in Lagos. But then TVC also has been on the situation, and we can confirm that as we speak, Joshua is currently in a private hospital on the island. And my cameraman, who is also here with me, will give an idea of where the hospital is. Behind me, there is, on my right, there is a white bulb. And my cameraman will try to indeed get that shot to show the location. And we're doing this because we need to respect the privacy of the family and that of Joshua. There is also heavy security on the island in that private hospital where Joshua is receiving the best of treatment at the moment. It's a lot bodilon, but then we can confirm that Joshua is stable. What we've also gathered is the fact that apart from his two teammates who passed, the driver is still alive and is also receiving treatment in Lagos. So that's the latest as far as Joshua is concerned. He's still in Lagos. He's not on the mainland anymore, as reported. He's right now on the island in Lagos, a private hospital along Bodilon, and that's the latest development, Bossa.
Indeed, me and a lot of people really do want to know where Anthony Joshua is being taken care of, whether to, support him in prayers, to just gather around. So I'm curious, does it appear that, are there people gathered? Did you notice anything of such, maybe just people coming around trying to, support him, and even in this very difficult and challenging time?
Well, a lot of personalities, from Nigeria visited Joshua, and also I must not forget that the British envoy also visited Joshua in Lagos when all this happened. Well, while I was within the premises of the private hospital earlier today, I can confirm that different personalities in Nigeria, names without, visited Joshua in the hospital. I can confirm that I was told after my investigation that he's been moved to that private hospital and there is heavy security. Nigerians, non-Nigerians, boxing fans who are concerned, those who are close to the family have been visiting. But what we can report authoritatively is that Joshua is stable, is under observation, and that's what is been reported also by his management, that he will be in Nigeria for observation for a while before he may continue treatment outside the shores of the country. But at the moment, yes, he is on the island in Lagos, along Borderline precisely, receiving the best of treatments.
Mian Akiri, you have covered the story all day. Thank you for every piece of information you have provided to help people know that Anthony Joshua is actually in stable condition. Thank you very much, Mian Akiri.